Yeah, well, the greatest word in construction is contingency. So that's your last bucket going in. But you have to think all the way through the process, and having a design professional and a metal building guy in early helps you with that. So you've got to think about expansion of utilities if you're going into if you're putting in a climate control that needs fire suppression, right? Where is that line right now? Is it going to tear up my driveway? How many units can't be serviceable because I've had to tear up the drive aisle to run more utilities into the new building? There's a cost implication there. There's a customer implication where now where are you going to put them, and where are you going to put their stuff? You just told me you raised rents as high as you could, right? You've got no more room now. Where are you going to put your existing customers if you put them out for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks so they can't access the units? Oh, wow. So utilities alone, right? Just underground work that needs to be done. You've got construction traffic that's fixing to come on site, concrete trucks, subcontractor vehicles, construction vehicles, big heavy equipment. How's all that going to get in and out? Is that going to tear up your driveway aisle again? Is that going to go? Is one of those guys going to run into your gate and bend it, and now you can't get in and out of your facility securely? Your gate doesn't work. So just without even getting the building in motion, there's a lot of that type of construction thing to think about. I was talking yesterday with someone, and we're talking about the amount of work that goes in behind building a building, and all the people that are involved and all the considerations that need to be made. So, it takes a lot of planning. I've said before, Melissa, I think you've heard this, like, this is not your bathroom renovation, right? You can't get your cousin Joe to come down and build you a building. It just doesn't work that way, right? He may have done a good job in your bathroom, but he's not going to do a good job with your facility and your facility expansion. And it's a lot of money. I mean, it's expensive, right? Concrete's not cheap. Steel's not cheap. Doors, hallway systems, electricity, your HVAC, your fire suppression. Does your city now require you to put fire suppression in because you went over 5,000 square feet, right? Every jurisdiction has a different demarcation line for fire suppression. If you don't want to do sprinklers, now do you have to do firewalls, CMU walls, and split your building up? If you split your building up, how do you make the traffic flow through the building?
Wow.
So again, I urge people, if they're moving that direction, get a subject matter expert who's in storage, get a design professional who's done storage before, who understands the nuances of what needs to be done. And then further in the chain, you can make a decision if you want to do a general contractor, if you want to try and do it yourself. That's all perfectly okay. But in the planning stages and the design build stage of the project, the more input you can get from technical sellers, from subject matter experts, the more pitfalls they're going to avoid. But there is a lot of things to consider.